is test.
Here in Beijing, while the mass testing dragnet has found relatively few cases, restrictions are getting tighter by the day. Lester?
All right, Janice Mackey-Frayer, thank you. In 60 seconds, perhaps the biggest test for electric vehicles, building a system to keep tens of millions of them charged. Searching for solutions in our series Climate Challenge. Back now with our series, The Climate Challenge. As the popularity of electric vehicles soars, there is a major concern. Will the nation have enough chargers for them all? Jake Ward on the race to build up America's charging infrastructure.
Grad student Victor Tran loves his electric car.
There's no oil change, no transmission stuff. It's really nice.
The only problem is finding a charger on campus.
I drove up to where I usually might charge. Looks like all the spots are full. It's really annoying that there's no spots.
We'll build out the first ever national network of 500,000 electric vehicle charging stations.
President Biden's $5 billion program hopes to create highway corridors full of them. But experts say with 35 million EVs expected on the road by 2030, we'll need another 1.5 million charging ports, especially in cities.
It's easy to make it accessible to just about anybody, whether you live in a single-family home or whether you're in a city and you're depending on off-street parking or an apartment.
ChargePoint has been making charging stations for 15 years, testing them against the elements at its lab in San Jose.
How does it work?
Take your phone, hold it up to the station.
Its CEO says its worldwide network of 174,000 chargers means you don't need to fill up every night.
You're topping up a little bit at work. You're topping up a little bit when you go shopping or have dinner.
Some Starbucks and Taco Bell customers will soon see chargers in the parking lot, for instance. But a full charge can take anywhere from 20 minutes to several hours. John de Souza says that model is all wrong.
If you need it to be your one vehicle and work well, it has to work as easily as gas.
His company, Ample, builds robotic stations that swap in a fully charged battery for San Francisco fleet vehicles and Uber drivers in 10 minutes.
You don't even have to get out of the car to do the swap.
It's fully autonomous.
With swapping stations and standardized batteries, de Souza says, you'll never have to worry about your battery getting old.
With battery swapping, you can keep that car for as long as you want.
Your range might actually improve over the life of the car.
Exactly.
Romano says within 20 years, drivers won't be anxious about finding a charger. We'll be anxious about finding gas.
When the dominant is electric, there are only going to be a certain number of gas stations that are going to be solvent.
Jake Ward, NBC News, San Francisco.
All right, up next, a powerful send-off for a trailblazer remembering Madeleine Albright.